Overall, I thought the exam went okay. It was definitely the most relaxed and most prepared I've felt. Unfortunately, I did not get through the last reading comp passage. Felt pretty confident about the others, but did not get through the last. I had 3 LR sections, so one was clearly the experimental, et cetera, et cetera. I considered canceling my score. I think there's a possibility I hit the 165 mark, so we'll see. Definitely don't think I hit the high 160s, 170s, but didn't necessarily go entirely bad either. My testing center also had no AC and instead had really loud fans, which wasn't necessarily ideal. So a lot to unpack there, Jamie. Thanks for writing in. So first of all, the no AC, loud fans, that's awful. I wish they didn't do that. In the future, just try to Google for test center reviews and see if you can get any sense of what the rooms will be like, although obviously this sort of thing is somewhat tough to predict. I mean, the major issue you described really was that you didn't get through the last RC section, the passage. The other ones, mostly seem to have gone okay from what you wrote to me. So I would say don't cancel. If you think there's even a chance you got a 165 and you were hoping for higher, maybe you got a few points higher. It's really hard to get a sense of exactly how you did when you have all the adrenaline and emotions and stress of having the real test day experience. So if you have any doubt and you don't get the sense that it went disastrously, then I would suggest keep the score. There's really no downside to having multiple scores on your record. And even if you have a lower and a higher, or a higher followed by a lower, doesn't really matter. Schools do not average multiple scores. That was the case over 10 years ago. It's not the case now, but there's still a lot of misinformation and mythology as this idea keeps getting propagated when it's not really the case anymore. So sounds like you had a pretty good experience overall, aside from the fans.